Hello, everybody. Welcome on back to baseball right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex, where you can catch new Mariners games every single day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, provided the Mariners are playing. Today they are, so you're getting a brand new video after yet another day off in that weird week that we have this week. We're winning. We're winning a lot here lately. We started off June with a bad start. We lost 1-0 to a Texas team that's given me trouble. We had a home run that got robbed and just kind of a weird play. Doesn't matter because we came back. We came back swinging. Crushed them 8-2. Crushed them 9-2. Went into San Diego. Got a little tight there at the end, but a pretty solid 2-1 victory, though the offense was a little funky. And then we went out and just hammered them. Just didn't even worry about it. 6-0 short sweep of the San Diego Padres. And now we are about to head into Los Angeles for a 3-game set against the Los Angeles Angels. Angels not doing super well over their last 10 games. They're 4-6. They have slipped to 12.5 games behind us in the division. Now, if you remember, not too long ago, more towards the start of the month or even the end of last month, the Angels, Rangers, and Astros were all actually bunched up there between like 6.5 and 7.5 games behind. And now the Angels and Rangers are starting to fall out of that. We helped ourselves a little bit by knocking the Rangers down a couple of notches. And now we have an opportunity to take on the Angels and push them not only to 500, but perhaps even below 500 with a sweep of this series. But it's one game at a time, so don't worry about that. Pardon me. George Kirby is on the mound. He is 6-3 with a 2.12 ERA, taking on Griffin Canning, 5-3 with a 2.14 ERA. And we are going to take on this Los Angeles Angels team. First of 3, we have 6 days in a row of baseball because we're going to have 3 here in Los Angeles. We're actually going to go home and play cover star Jazz Chisholm Jr.'s Miami Marlins. On the road, we're going to use our road uniforms. We should have pretty solid lineup. We might have to tinker with it just a little bit so that we're looking good for that Miami series. Everybody full energy here, which is what you want to see. Right-handed pitcher, so we'll have Raleigh in the lineup. We'll have Trammell, and we will go ahead and lead off with that. Crawford right behind it. Teoscar Hernandez. Suarez is a good option there. Colton Wong, I've been feeling better with him. That contact is really good, though. And then we can flip those two and maybe just pop the switch hitter in there so there's only 2 righties. Let's work with that. I had Colton Wong in the cleanup spot for a while before he got injured, and since he's been back, I hadn't been able to get into a good rhythm with him, but over the last couple of games, I've been feeling more comfortable and confident with him, which has been good. It's always good to have like a little extra pop in the lineup, a little extra power, or someone just kind of coming through that
It's the
isn't the guy that I'm super focused on.
Angels.
Between like,
all right, we'll
between
be back to get this
like
one
Suarez,
after this.
What's his name? Who the hell's the catcher? Cal Raleigh and like Colton Wong. Those are the guys I really wanted to get going. Griffin Canning 10 starts with a 5-3 record, a 2.14 ERA, 67.1 innings pitched, 47 hits, 21 walks, 44 strikeouts, a 1.01 WHIP, and he is going to face off against Julio Rodriguez in his first assignment of the day. Pop that camera back on, and here we go. 4-seam at 96, a slider at 90. Circle change at 90, curveball 84.
Here comes a pitch.
See if we sit a little high in the zone here to start the day off, and he's going to miss the zone with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. I believe this is game number 62 of the season.
And the 1-0. And now 2-0 is that one missed below the knees.
That's a great take, not only because it's a pitch that I'm not even looking for, but it's out of the zone.
Swing and a ball popped up.
That one is going to
It
drop.
drops in.
Really
So
late on the
man
95-mile-an-hour
base to start the
fastball.
inning.
That's not what you want to see, but
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found
oh, and we wasted it immediately.
Fletcher.
That's
On to
good
Walsh.
timing on a
That's two.
slider. It's just bad placement on the bat.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Wow, that sucks.
Stops it on
Oh,
the slide.
boy. Oh,
Fires
boy,
to
Sean.
first.
Oh, boy.
On the money. Nice
Oh.
play.
That's
M's
not the start we
nothing.
were looking for.
Angels
Got the
coming
hit
up.
with
You're
Rodriguez
watching Major
immediately
League
into a
Baseball
double
on the
play.
show. Back here at Angels
George
Stadium.
Kirby on the mound.
And starting this one, George
6-3
Kirby.
record with a
And Chris, he's a guy that
2.12
gets
ERA in
better
12
when
starts.
things get tough.
72.1 innings pitched,
Yeah, and his
71
tells you
hits,
he's been
9
pretty
walks,
effective
72
this year
strikeouts,
on the mound. I mean,
just 8
opposing
times
hitters
the
have a
amount of
hard
walks. So
time getting on base
1.11
and
whip.
then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's David Fletcher.
Fastball has
Yeah,
not
the
been my
pitch is
friend.
in
I've
for a
really
strike,
struggled
and it's
pitch-wise
0-1.
lately. It's been inconsistent. Feel like we're giving up too many walks, which, I mean, hasn't been that many, but for me, I don't like walking people.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
Sinker, cutter, four-seam, slider. Okay, so we're going to largely... I'm going to guess that we'll use the curveball pretty sparingly, even though it's his second best pitch.
For the strikeout.
We'll
Couldn't
probably
catch
use
up
just
to
about
the
every other
heater.
one of his tools. Good start.
Urshela
Strikeout there.
steps in. 2 hits
Shohei
for him
Ohtani is in the
yesterday's
lineup
game.
today. He is pitching tomorrow.
0-1.
We got some league leaders here. Castillo, Ray, Kirby up there. 2.12 ERA. And then immediately 3 Los Angeles Angels. So AL West still
One
very
down,
well
base is
represented on
empty.
that leaderboard. Though it has been shuffling
Late
around, which has
time,
been
it's
interesting to
strike
see
2.
as the
Threw that
season has
fastball
progressed.
Right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to
That
climb
is
the ladder.
a
Got
terrible
him
looking
that's a
slider, and
strikeout.
somehow that was
Well,
a strike.
anytime you can punch out the top 2
I like a
guys in the
no
lineup
look
to start an inning, gotta
or
be
a
feeling
no
pretty good
swing
out there on the
strikeout.
mound, because when you think
Mike
of
Trout on the
just
mound,
having to
or,
distraction,
at the
table
plate.
setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter. Any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo
Wow.
shot, it's a 2 or 3
Shohei
run homer.
Ohtani, 19 home runs, leads the team. Trout with 16, next closest 8. That feels pretty accurate.
And here it comes.
I mean, whoa!
Mike Trout, the
Oh, that's just
25th
outside.
overall pick in the
5.1 feet
2009
outside the
draft.
foul
He was
pole.
actually a
We got
compensation
lucky
pick
there.
for the Angels for the free agent loss of Mark Teixeira when he signed with the New York Yankees.
Oh, I hit the wrong. The sinker has been absolutely disgusting lately, and not in a positive way. I wanted to go with a slider.
Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and that ends the inning. Angels go quietly there.
Take care of
scoreless
Mike
after
Trout
1.
and clean inning. Thankfully, we don't have that glaring sun problem. I do not enjoy playing in the stadium, especially
And welcome back.
games
Colton
like this
Long up
with
to
the
second baseman, Colton.
start time.
Canning back
'Cause
to work. Canning. a
If
former
you see
Gold Glove
right below
winner.
that
He features a
MLB The
four-seam
Show billboard
fastball,
out in
a slider,
center field,
a changeup,
there's a little-
and he occasionally uses a curve.
Oh,
On
that's
the
such a
ground,
bad
out to
swing.
short.
Stop it.
That
There's that
takes
little
care of one.
kind of like triangle sort of thing out there. For whatever reason, in previous games, there would be a beam of light that would come through
Ty France
that
digs
specific
in now, leading
piece
the
of
AL
the,
in batting average.
of the stadium architecture during the first couple of innings, and it made it really hard to pick up on the on the pitch that was being
That's
thrown.
to third.
We are just,
Dives, but it
I am
kicks
just
off his
swinging
glove.
at literally
And
everything.
He beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 8.
Thankfully, that little annoying beam of light is not there.
A.J. Pollock at the dish.
He's at 8 pitches. He has 4 outs.
And the first pitch misses for
Here we
ball
go.
1.
Slow down. This is not a speed run. We are not inspired by GDQ right now.
And the right-hander deals. There's a swing and a drive.
That's gone. That's gone.
And that
That's
is
gone. A.J. Pollock. A little early on it, but still
His
enough
11th
muscle
of
to
the
get it
year,
out of the
and
stadium
just
for
like
a
that,
home
they're out
run.
front. It's 2-0.
A.J. Pollock's 11th of the season, his 4th in the last 4 games. I think maybe his 5th in the last 4 games. He might have had a home run in one of the San Diego games.
Clearly some frustration
They had
out
that
there on the mound
3,
right now. I mean, that ball was so close to
3 in
going
that
foul. Would have been a long
win
strike,
against
but
Texas.
instead, batter gets rewarded.
And that's
Did a
right
nice
in the
job
same
of getting
spot
to the pitch
that
and
Mike
hitting
Trout
hard
hit
enough
it,
to get over
but
the
we are
fence.
able to keep it inside
And
the
now, Cal Raleigh. That
inside
hits
the
the
foul
dirt,
pole.
ball 1.
Good start here for the Seattle Mariners.
And a pitch.
That's a really bad swing.
Walsh settles under it.
Ugh.
Hauls it in for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up
Not
the home
really.
run. Not allowing
it's
it
pretty
to
good
stay
timing.
in
It's
the
just
head,
under
but
it.
going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That one lifted to left.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
That
No.
is the inning.
Good timing, a little bit
Two
under it,
come
but
across to score
Pollock
in the
comes
inning,
through.
courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip.
We're not getting this guy's pitch count up, I can tell you that right now.
Back in Anaheim, here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Yeah, he did.
The 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's
Wow.
a strikeout.
I'll tell you what,
What
those are the types of
happened
guys
there?
pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
A little early on there.
Yeah, Fillmore,
inconsistent.
kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's
releasing here.
umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Set down on strikes. Not sure about that
Kinda
call.
keep that
Pitcher
spot
might
in
have gotten a
mind.
friendly strike
That was
three.
a
Yeah, there's
pretty
no doubt
generous
it was
third
electric
strike
stuff
there.
from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 outs, base is empty. Jared Walsh, the next to hit for the Angels. Check swing, went around. It's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to call that a strike either way.
That's in there. And it's
That was a
2.
surprisingly
Love how
effective,
vocal the
pretty
umpire
terrible
is
pitch.
today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's
A
mind
little cheeky cutter here
as to the conviction
on the
in the
outside.
call.
Next offering is foul back.
Kind of work there. So we can ratchet this up near 100 and
Out to short, Crawford. Sends it to first.
beautiful throw
And
across
that will
the
end inning.
diamond.
And the
And
Angels
that is
are
out
gone
number
in
3.
order. They trail it here 2-0.
All right, offensively, we got the one shot.
On to the third inning. Here's Taylor
13
Trammell.
pitches through 2 innings, pretty bad.
26 years old.
See if we can
and he's a former Gold Glover in the
settle
American
down a little
League.
bit.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Swung on, popped
Under
up left
and
side.
right. Oh,
Urshela
my
drifts towards it.
goodness.
Drops into
Oh,
the
Sean,
glove.
what are we
And there's
doing
one
today,
down.
man?
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrating with himself until his next at bat.
Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
So
Here we
two
go. Good
balls
take.
and no
Good
strikes.
take.
And a strike in there.
That's fine. A little more toward that outside part of the zone. We're all right.
2-1 now.
Ooh, that's a dot fastball right there. Change up the swing, more of contact swing.
Good eye right
That one
there.
Way to
Look
lay
at that
off
5-pitch at bat. Have him even
right
take the
there.
bat off
You're
his
looking
shoulder.
for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so
Oh,
that you're not
oh, I
popping
missed
up
it.
pitches
Oh,
that are just a little
God
too
dang
high.
it. Oh, my
Kraft brings
God.
it in,
That should have
and
been
there's two
crushed. He's
away.
left 2 of them over the absolute
J.P.
heart of the
Crawford
plate
up
that
next
I
to
have
the
not
Mariners.
gotten to.
He's 0 for
Damn
1.
it.
That's in for a strike. Crawford measures 6 feet 2
Be a
inches.
little too passive
200
here.
pounds, and he won a Gold Glove in the shortened 2020 season. And now the count is even. Next offering is outside. Hard grounder into the
There we
outfield
go.
for a knock.
So we're going to get him to throw as many pitches in this third inning than he has in the previous 2 combined.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. That one's in there, 0-1.
fine. That's
Hernandez, a
That
former
was pitch
All-Star,
number 13.
hitting third in the lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one fouled off. Next
Got-
one just misses. Now 1-2.
Got me.
Caught a break
That
right there.
was
Pretty
a
good pitch in the
strike.
outside corner.
Whoa.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner. At
I saw
second.
that ball
2
coming in,
on
and I
and 2
thought that
out.
was it.
Hitting is really
That
easy
was
for
it.
some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you
Can't
don't
get too
it
excited about
great,
that. We've
it's
had
still
some
hit
success
hard enough
against
to dunk something in like that in front of the
missed
center
calls
fielder.
that go for either a base hit in that scenario or end up going for a base hit.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that should be extra bases. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. And in to score the runner from second. Just a careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
I was going to say, those eyes couldn't get too big. Go back to one of the games in Philly. They had a missed pitch that probably, I think it should have ended the inning, but it was a walk, or we ended up getting a base hit out of it. Immediately crushed a home run with the next batter. Same kind of situation here. Think about that moment. I go, okay, we've had success here. Take advantage of the mistake and just, can't get too excited about it.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Wow.
And we're able to take advantage of it to the tune of 3 runs. 3 runs. That was strike 3. That was the end of the inning. And all of a sudden it's 5-0.
And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now Now the Angels manager is out of the
Wow,
dugout.
they're already
And
going to the
make a move to
bullpen.
Griffin Cannon out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Jaime Barria into the game.
Wow.
He last pitched 2
wow.
days ago.
Jaime Barria,
51.
17 games with an 0-1 record, 1-1, or 1 save and 1 opportunity, 2.0 ERA in 36 innings pitched, 24-7 strikeouts to walks.
Man in scoring
You
position
saw the
with
batting
2 away.
averages there
Here's
towards the
left
bottom.
fielder,
Slider is going to
A.J.
top out at
Pollock.
88, a
He's
4-seam at
1 for 1 with a
94.
2-run homer his first time up.
2-seam at 94, circle change at 87.
That
We'll
one
see
misses.
4-seam
and it's
fastball.
1-0.
With how good these
The ball one.
offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Line drive. And that one hops the wall. And in to score the runner from second. Just the careless job of getting it in from the outfield there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the
A.J.
zone
Pollock
down
is
the middle,
on
and those
fire
are the
from
ones
the
where you
dish.
gotta make them pay.
Maybe that San Diego series wasn't great. I don't remember it very well, which is weird because it was the last 2 games that I recorded. But
So man aboard. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. First time up was a pop out. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
this is a
2
pretty
outs,
wild
and
3rd
1 in
inning.
scoring
You
position.
can see Barria not a lot of confidence or energy here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Carlos Estevez. The hard-throwing righty is up and loosening. Righty to the plate. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center.
Gone.
That's back there. That one is gone. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to their
Raleigh
lead.
has so
It's
much power
8-0.
against righties, and I just have not been able to unlock it. Got one right there, but I'd like to be more consistent with him, and it doesn't have to be home runs every time. I just feel like I don't get him on base very
Knew what pitch he
often.
wanted to hit, spit
He
on
is
some other pitches in
probably
this
the
at-bat, was
lowest
very patient,
average
and it paid
of our
off.
regular starting lineup guys. And we have blown this game wide open. I mean, go back. That pitch
Eugenio
is a
Suarez up
strike.
to hit now.
And all
Flat
of a
out his
sudden,
first
we
time.
are up 8-0 in the 3rd.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Kicks and fires. And a
Oh, big
and a
swing and a
miss.
miss on the slider. Nice placement there. Early again, I'm guessing, on that. Yeah, very early. I mean, I'm set up pretty well here for a fastball. Ooh, just another slider that I'm able to get a tip on.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I have not adjusted my timing for that at all.
And a 1-2 again. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Left field.
And he'll finally get out of it.
Makes the grab,
Oh
and that's the inning.
my God.
They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. We head
That
now
is
to the home half of inning number 3.
unbelievable.
It's the Mariners 8 and the Angels nothing.
2 home. Was that 2 home runs?
Set
It
for
was
the
a Cal.
bottom of
No,
the
I think it
third.
was just the
Now
Cal
it's Hunter
Raleigh.
Renfroe.
No doubter.
The right
Otherwise,
fielder.
we were just kind of hitting
Run
the.
support and
we were
having a
hitting
lead is
doubles.
nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
You don't usually have a problem going after hitters.
And strike 2.
2 is the count.
it should mean that I am more aggressive. And just not trying to, especially with like Trout and Ohtani, like we can give up some solo shots here and there. That happened even, I mean, in the Texas series where it's like, give up a run here or there.
0-2. Knocks that one away.
As long as it's more like the Texas series or even
bounce to third. And
didn't
that
get a
one
good read
finds
off
its
that
way
one.
through.
That's all right.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
But I was gonna say, as long as it's more like the Texas series and not like the Yankees game where it's 7-0 and then all of a sudden it's 7-5 and like, well, no, hold on. Solo shots.
And you'll take that anytime you can get them to find a hole.
Man at first, and here is Anthony Rendon. That one's in there. That's strike one. Anthony Rendon, an outstanding player in college. He went to Rice, the 6th overall pick by the Nationals in the 2011 draft, and then eventually signed with the Angels as a free agent. Don't forget, saying he was part of that Nats team that won it all in 2019. Next offering is fouled.
Throw that a little higher, a little
pretty
tighter.
Remarkable that the kid from Houston comes back to beat the Houston Astros in the World Series.
Oh,
so
France.
in that town, and
France almost
unfortunately
had
to
it.
break their hearts with that one.
And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Renfroe gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He
What
got
the
that front
fuck?
foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Max Stassi comes up to hit. Tries to hold up. Appeal to first. Didn't go. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off.
Seems weird that I just like all of a sudden can't get people out.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. On the ground, could be 2. To Crawford for 1. They get the
I am
out,
okay
but
with
the
giving up the
scores
run,
on
no
the
problem
twin
there.
killer.
We're going to clear the bases off.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. David Fletcher getting ready to hit. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Gathers.
I am kind of curious. Maybe we should have
first.
taken a look at that replay there if it would have been worth trying to go for
So
the
it's
run at
one
home.
run,
But
2
I think going
hits,
for the
no
double play
errors,
there
and
is
no
like
one
not a
left
problem.
on.
Couple of
On to
hits
number
there in
4.
the inning.
It's the Mariners
Nothing to
8
be
and
really
the
all that
Angels 1.
worried about. If we can get back on track here as we start to go through the lineup a second time,
Back here at the
4th, 5th, and
ballpark.
6th
Start of
inning,
the 4th. In now is the Mariners DH.
well, I'll feel
Taylor
pretty good.
Trammell.
If we consistently are giving up hits, that's where I start to
pitch.
get a bit worried.
And he pumps it a strike.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
That misses. Now 1-2. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
Comes the 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Righty delivers. This is on the ground to Walsh. Tosses
I
to
should
the
not have
pitcher,
taken that many
covering the
pitches. That
bag.
was strike 3.
Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Fastball
Not able to
right
take
down the
advantage of that
middle.
call
Usually
that
a lot
time,
of
but
damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Rodriguez at the
Big
plate for the
swing
third
on
time
A.
as he comes up empty there. And it's even up.
That's sliding. Okay.
And a pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 1-2. And another ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Just a little slower on that.
Next pitch misses, and it's a full count.
Doing a much better job here in these last couple of innings of driving these counts high.
And down on strikes.
Ooh,
Out.
that was a
Number
walk,
two.
and I
That's that
threw it
classic
away.
wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Crawford stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in
That's
for
fine.
a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
Swing and a
Wow.
miss.
Way too late.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in place.
Got it.
Yeah,
Looking
that was a
for the
pretty bad
strikeout.
at-bat right there.
Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Mariners leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 game.
Too aggressive with the swings there for the most part.
Bottom of the 4th, here's
And
Gio
leading off
Urshela.
for the Angels, the third baseman, Gio
Kirby back to work.
Urshela.
And there's a foul ball. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Urshela.
I mean, that was
started
strike.
after it, tried to
oh,
hold
never mind.
up. Now
Never mind. It
look
was
to
a little
first.
higher than I thought.
Yes, he did. That's a swing.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
And now batting, Mike Trout. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Next offering popped in the air, right field. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball 1, no strikes. Singy,
I'll
what do
put
you
up
prefer?
more of a fight
You
there
like
where I
watching
can't
Ohtani
put a-
hit or pitch?
I think I like watching him hit. I mean, he hits monster home runs, and with guys on his team like Mike Trout and formerly Albert Pujols, to see Shohei Ohtani stand up and be a little bit taller than those other guys, it's just impressive. Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to
I mean,
bat
a
right there.
little-
Nice job of staying
little out of
back and
sync
letting
here.
the ball get deep.
The 1-0. In the air out towards right center. Makes the
There we go.
catch. And that's the 3rd out. Angels leave 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Colton Wong. There's a strike.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far,
Damn
and
it.
that tells me
That
they're
was a
seeing
really
the ball
bad-
out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Tosses to first. That takes
The
care
first
of Wong.
baseman, number 23.
So digging in, Ty France.
France.
First pitch, and he just misses. And that's ripped into left. Base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now the left fielder, A.J. Pollock. And a foul ball.
Too aggressive there.
Next one is off the plate. 1-1.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's out to center field, and that's a
Oh, wow,
base
that actually
hit.
dropped
They
in
get it
front of Trout.
quickly.
I thought
First
Trout
and
would get
second,
to
now
it.
one out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't
take
find
right
the
there.
zone.
Ball one, no strike.
Good eye right there.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering
That's a good
misses,
take. That's a
and
great
ball
take
3.
right there.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting.
You know what?
he
That's
was
okay.
hoping for.
I'm good with that one. It's on the outside. Probably was going to just turn into a. We do not have some real. Oh,
Next offering is fouled
not
back.
a great swing there.
France over at second. Pollock over at first with one away. Slides, but he can't come up with it.
We're going to go station to station.
And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. First offering misses the mark.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call
You
a
can see
timeout.
him
Maybe the pitching coach
peppering.
go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Right field down the line.
Damn it. I
And
mean,
that
that's the
one
pitch to crush. That's
slices foul. Here's a 1-1. Hard hit to third. To second.
Wow,
one.
that is
Double
unfortunate.
play.
That
What a
is
swing
so
killing to end the
unfortunate.
inning.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
We head to the bottom of the fifth.
leading off
Digging
for
in,
the
Jared
Angels,
Walsh.
The first
such a good
baseman,
opportunity to put on some more runs. Really put this game out of reach.
Line
And
of the
just
pitch. They've
The
gotta
one
pull the
thing that
line
we
up,
can't
and
do.
when you think about teams
One
capable
thing
of rallying from this
that we're
kind of
not
deficit,
supposed to do
they're
here,
right at the top
double
of the
play.
list. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck
got him
him
with
out.
that sinker.
Now it's Hunter
right fielder,
Renfroe.
number 12.
Singled and scored his first time.
Renfroe.
And that's outside.
This was the
Well, on
tough part of the
mound, Very
lineup.
efficient, able to produce an outcome. It seems like within the third or fourth
Last time
pitch
we
of
went
just
through.
about every at bat.
That's in there. And it's a ball and a strike. That one missed.
Damn, that sucks.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. There's a strike.
Count is 3-2.
Goes
Got
down
him looking. Okay. Ran that count a little higher than I wanted to.
The batter, number 6.
Anthony Rendon
Second
making his
baseman.
way to the plate.
Anthony
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Rendon.
That's in there.
That is
0-1.
a dotted fastball.
And that's down and away.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Foul ball. One, 2 now. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right through there.
Got him
And
looking.
a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. 1, 2, 3.
So what are we through
Impeccable
5 here?
command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there.
That's what I was hoping to see, right? We can afford a little bit of a bump in the road. How do we recover, right? That is good shit right there, George Kirby. Good shit. 8-1 through 5.
And welcome back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the Mariners DH, Taylor Trammell.
You're
First
really
offering, and
leaving
it just misses. Trammell
Rhea out
measures
here.
6 feet 2 inches, 25
they're
years
kinda
old.
hanging him out to
and he's
dry
been
a
on
little bit.
Good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
That is the 3rd pitch we have had in our favor.
On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Julio Rodriguez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. That missed inside. And
Run
that's
that to a
ball 3.
3-0 count there.
The pitch. That one's in there. And it's 3-1.
That is that's a good take right there.
In the air right field. Renfroe in position.
Just off the end of the bat.
And it's caught for the out.
I was looking slider there.
Here's the shortstop.
Hitting
at the
difficulty did
plate.
go up to
J.P.
All-Star.
Crawford. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder.
And up next for Seattle, Teoscar Hernandez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Oh, that's too
Swinging a
aggressive.
foul straight
Too
back.
aggressive.
Trammell, the lead runner at second. Crawford at first. 1 gone.
I am very lucky that that was foul. Almost into another double play to end this one.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And now it's 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one ripped to left. Ward calls it in, 2 away. Throw, and it gets away. So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman.
Thought that was going to be a
first pitch, and that's in for a strike.
I was about to send Trammell all the way around when I saw that he kind of held up between second and third.
Ball 1 there.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. And now 2-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
No, Sean! Oh my God!
The ladder for
Why'd
strike
you
3.
fucking swing at that?
9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the
That's
sixth.
oh,
It's
that
the
is
Mariners
awful.
8 and the
That
Angels
is
1.
awful. God
Back here
damn
at
it.
Angel Stadium, John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Max Stassi.
Looking too hard
Swing and
for
a
the
miss. He was
freaking.
late. And he's down 0-2
Looking too hard
as
for
he
the
swings
slider.
through it. Slow roller to third. Suarez. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Okay, so here we go. Third time through the lineup. This is where things
Now
could
batting,
prove to start getting
shortstop,
tricky.
David Fletcher.
So the lineup flips over. David Fletcher will hit next. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
In the air, left field. Tracks it
Pollock
down
with a
for the
beautiful
out.
catch
And there are
there.
2 outs.
The third baseman, Gio.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
That's a terrific route to that ball and everything.
And a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. 2 outs. And a base hit up the middle. So he gets on
Quite
base
the
and
clean
keeps it
inning I was
going.
looking for, but it's to be expected.
Just so
I
sound
think
in
I
his
doubled up on
mechanics.
the
Hits against
fastball
a
high
firm front
inside.
side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle
And it also
of the
wasn't a
field.
very good pitch
And that's in
location.
there for strike
96
Mike
on
Trout,
the
just a special
fastball,
player,
but
a
not in
special
a
human,
great spot.
does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
Urshela off of first with 2 away. Slides, but it gets by him.
That's a nice play by France.
Not a
Just
bad
couldn't
slider
come up
by
with
any
it.
means. It was down
Nothing
and
to be
away,
too
but
upset about.
An even better job to spoil that thing, and he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good
That
approach.
definitely is
Could be
not
a
a check
chance here
swing.
for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a
So
strike.
giving up a couple of hits here with 2 outs, 2 strikes and 2 outs. Throw a little slider inside.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. First and second, 2 down. Next offering is foul.
I want to do that one again, but I want it a little higher and a little tighter.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits.
Got him
Goes
looking.
down looking.
Got him looking. That's big. That's big. Able to strand a couple of runners again.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Finally
mound.
bringing in a new
Carlos
pitcher.
Estevez.
I feel
He's gotta be,
genuinely
like,
bad
tough
for the
coming
pitcher
out
that
of the
came
pen
in.
when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity
Carlos
to it.
Estevez.
But he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the
Four
score.
seam up at
Time
100,
grab.
slider at
Now at the
90,
plate.
circle change at 90. I'd
And the
anticipate
pitch.
being late on these fastballs,
Fouled
and that
off
is
down the right
exactly what it is.
side.
Very late. Pretty hittable pitch, though.
The 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
God.
Action in the pen down there. Jose Quijada preparing to come on if needed. Caught him
Wow,
looking
okay.
for the K.
Well, I
Fuck.
think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Fought off foul.
That is the pitch that I should be driving out of this ballpark.
The Belton fires. Now fly ball to right center. Trout on his horse. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Cal Raleigh. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one ran inside, almost got him. Here's a 1-1. There's a strike.
Damn it.
That's off
Missed
the mark,
on that.
and it's 2-2. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is fouled back.
Wow, early. Huh.
Payoff pitch to the right side. Rendon over to first, and that is that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Oh, we're already through 6.5, huh?
Back in Anaheim, set for the last half of the 7th. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. Kirby,
See if we can get him
back to
through
work.
one more inning here.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Okay, that might have been a mistake.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Wong over to second, throw to first, but he beat it. But safe at first, it's a fielder's choice.
Did not charge that ball nearly as much as I thought we were going to.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
Thought we would get a pretty good shot at a double play.
That pitch in for a strike.
Instead, even
It's
with
0-1.
30 speed, it was
Walsh leads off first with 1 away.
not really close.
Strike 2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean,
It
tight
hasn't,
spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Got him. And there's 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger
Jeez.
on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second.
Couple
Now
of
2
almost
on
home
with 2
runs.
outs.
Didn't take long to get a result for
For,
that.
for Los
Can't
Angeles
handle an
today.
up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar because it's very
That's
tough
a damn
to
good
adjust to a pitch
slider.
like that if you're not looking for it.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a pop-up.
Kirby was frozen.
Kirby makes the play.
Nice job fielding
and
that. We
is
give up a
that.
couple more hits, but nothing goes horribly awry there. We've been able to hold them to 7 hits and just 1 run. Suarez, Trammell, Rodriguez coming up for the Mariners' top 8. That'll likely be the end of
Back here at the
it
ballpark.
for
New inning
our
getting
starting
started.
pitcher.
And now for Seattle, Eugenio Suarez.
Barring some kind of heinous, disgusting meltdown, should be able to waltz into victory
And the right-hander back
to lead
work.
this series off.
Strike 1.
Umpire wants to get the heck out of here. Everything's a strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That's outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. ball evens the count. And he deals. That one drifts inside.
All right, drawing this to a full count somehow.
Three-two now. And there's ball four.
Okay, all right, we'll take
Almost
the walk
a coin
here.
flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
So a man aboard. Now it's going to be Taylor Trammell. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And he flips a breaking ball in there, or a changeup.
Either one. Something off speed. Good arm action on it, whatever it was.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball
His
two.
strike zone's very weird today. That's like the 4th one that we've seen. I mean, it's in our favor, so.
Swing and a
Good
miss. He was
God.
late. Strike two.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And he grounds one back up the middle over to Fletcher. Oh, great stop. On to first, save.
Didn't
So
get
they
up cleanly.
can't
That was a
run,
very
but a
weird
really nice
animation
try
there. That should have been a double play. We'll see what we see, or what they show us here. But you can see he just, like the foot, for whatever reason, didn't plant
Here's the
correctly.
Mariners leadoff man, Julio Rodriguez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swinging a foul straight back. Right-handed reliever. In the air, foul off first. Walsh makes the catch for the out. 2 away now. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now.
Feeling
with
good
2
with
away.
Crawford
Well,
here.
clearly he was ready to
2
hit
on with
right
2
there.
away here.
Solid
Top
swing
8.
from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez.
It's outside. That's
First
good
pitch
take.
doesn't find the zone. Into center. Trout settles under it. And the inning is over. On to the bottom of the 8th.
That'll be it for Kirby. We'll go ahead and
The
bring
batter
in
will be the shortstop,
Isaiah
David Fletcher.
Campbell here.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Isaiah Campbell.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
I got still early on that. Better, but still early. Okay, getting better. Everyone's been a reduction, so 0.7 to 0.2 in a couple of pitches is pretty good. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's replicate that in
And
game.
here it comes. And there's the strike.
There we go. Good start here.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
You know, I doubled up on the same spot. Like, not a great idea considering that it was a
That's
2-seam to a
about as
4 or a
textbook
4-seam to a
as it
2-seam
gets. Got his
fastball.
stride out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball.
That should have
and
been
squared it up
crushed
out
for a
front.
home
Man,
run.
that was
Instead,
like
it's
he was
just
in
a
the cage
very
hitting off a tee.
long
Powell
out.
makes the grab on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Trout.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Now he breaks his bat, and he boots it.
Not really sure what happened there. That was a very weird play. Let's take a look at the replay here. Got there. Oh, it just, you could see it, watch it hit the, it's going to hit first base, and that's the difference. Spin, spin, spin. If it drops here and hits, I think France has it. But if you see him looking at it and it just kind of bounces, which means that it goes a little bit higher, a little bit later, and it hits his knee. Thankfully, it hit the knee rather than kind of gliding through into the outfield where Teoscar Hernandez would have to be responsible for it. But
Ohtani digs
a
in
weird
now.
play there.
In there.
I'm not exactly the
for
team
strike
you want to
one.
have a weird play
Always
like
tough
that
to turn two on a
against.
speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
And they get Ohtani for the out. That's out number 2.
I like that fastball high and inside. We're able to keep
Taylor
Ohtani in
Ward,
check.
the next to hit for the Angels.
Wasn't actually
Showed
really
a
that
really
great
nice
of a
opposite
pitch.
field approach in his last at bat.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Some guys
Not
are just
that
more
fastball,
confident they
like
can
that.
track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 on, 2 outs. Out to short, Crawford. Whips it to first.
All right, we've given up
And
a
that
lot of
is
hits,
that.
but we've been able to avoid serious damage. I feel like this is playing the Los Angeles Angels, right? You keep Ohtani, you keep Mike Trout, you keep them kind
New
of,
pitcher in the game for the Angels.
you keep them
Jose
kept
Quijada.
quiet
Bringing in the lefty with the
with their
left-handed hitter
bats.
coming up to
And I
hit.
feel like that
Bullpen move
gives
right
you
here,
a
so we'll see how it works
good
out.
amount or a good opportunity for success against the rest of the lineup, and that's what we've done today.
And now, Colton Wong. This is a
Wong,
guy you
1
got to
for
keep an
4
eye on when he
here.
digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the
97 on a
speed,
four
because of the
seam,
ability to
89
put
on
down
a
that
circle
bunt.
change, 84 on a slider.
Popped in the air,
That one is
left
late.
field. Ward drifts towards it, puts the squeeze on it, and there's one down.
The first
And
baseman,
stepping in for the
number
Mariners,
23,
Ty France.
Ty France.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ward sizing it up
Oh,
and
no.
makes the grab. And there are 2 down. Tapped at the plate, but it's a
That
foul
swing
ball.
on the circle change.
The 0-1. And that one in the air center field. Trout is there.
Oh, gross.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners 8 and the Angels 1. Last chance for the home team. Now here is Jared Walsh.
You know what we'll do is we'll go ahead and leave Campbell in here
Campbell
for
back to work. Swings through that.
Another inning.
Campbell in
Looks
his
pretty good in
rookie
that
season,
first one.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. Swings through that one.
0-2 is the count.
Oh, 0-2 now. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
God, we're giving up hits to this other team.
Still
Ooh.
able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Ball,
Next
that
offering
pitch is out.
upstairs.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering is in for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That's a laser base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel.
Probably too predictable there.
Going the other way.
Rendon in
There
the
we go.
box
There's a
now.
nice little
No
fastball
balls and a
in there.
strike. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Back to the pitcher, covering in time. It's a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
All right, that's what
And
we're
here's
looking
the
for.
catcher,
I feel like we
Max
haven't had enough
Stassi.
of those results here in this game.
First
Those
offering
double plays.
misses the mark. And there's the strike. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss there.
Strike 2.
2 strikes.
Let's go with a little curveball here. Oh, fouled it off. We'll go high and tight.
Just 1 strike away.
Four-seam fastball.
And a
All right.
swing and a miss.
It was a
and
pretty
that
easy
is the
victory.
ball game.
I mean,
You win 5 in a row.
this was
the
an
confidence
this was
just
an
goes
easy
to another
victory that
level,
feels
and
like
you
it
start
could have
to gain
very
this momentum,
quickly swung
and you
in the
think
other
that
direction
you're never
to
gonna
a much
lose
tighter
again
game. We gave up
because things are
11
clicking
hits, I
up
think,
and
to
down
this
the
team.
lineup. Pitchers are pitching, guys are
And
making
while
the
we were
plays
able to keep some of
defensively,
the
this is
higher
kind of
power
feeling,
bats,
it's not gonna last
Trout
all
and
season long,
Ohtani,
but
a
you
little
wanna
more
ride it as long
under
as you
control.
possibly can. Perhaps
they got a
push
lot
it
of
up to
hits
double digits.
in other
And this one
areas. They
finishes
just weren't
with
able
a
to
final of
capitalize on them, and
8-1.
that's why it kind of
For Chris
feels like, hey,
Singleton and our entire crew
I mean,
here
this
at
was
MLB
one
The Show.
pitch
Thanks for stopping by. I'm John
away
Shelby.
from
Talk
being
to
a
you soon.
completely different game. Completely different game. I mean, instead of this 8-1 victory, it could be a 6-1 or a 2-1 victory. That is wild. Absolutely wild third inning. Didn't do anything after that. Got hit into a couple of double plays that ruined some chances. We pile up 16 hits, but I think we had 10 through the first 3 where we had those 8 runs. After that, it was 6 hits, didn't do anything, loaded the bases, and that was just nothing we could really work with. We continue to do well with our starting pitching, racking up those strikeouts. Over the last 3 games, we've racked up 29 strikeouts with our starters. George Kirby, our starter today, he gets the win. 7 innings pitched. He gave up 7 hits. He struck out 10. Only gave up 1 earned and no walks. Griffin Canning, he got pulled in the 3rd inning. He pitched 2.2 innings, 7 hits, no strikeouts, no walks, 6 earned, and he was 1 pitch away. 1 pitch away from a very different line and maybe a different result in this game. Pollock's your player of the game, 3 for 5 with a home run, a double, 3 ribbies and 2 runs scored. Cal Raleigh, 2 for 4 with a 2-run blast. Ty France, 3 for 5 with a double, a ribby, he scored twice. Colton Wong, 1 for 5 with a double, 2 ribbies and a run. Mike Trout, 2 for 4 on the day. Hunter Renfroe, the lone run scorer for the Los Angeles Angels. So that'll do it for today's game. Pretty good. I mean, offensively, we really hit into a nice stride. It's good to have 16 hits and be able to cash in 8 of those. Like to see that number just a little bit higher with how successful we were early in the game and take better advantage of the bases loaded situations. I've not been good about excelling in those situations, and it's a little frustrating. Especially, it's a little frustrating in the moments, but a little worrying when you go like, okay, we're gonna have bases loaded situations in potentially much tighter games. Got to be able to get runs in and not hit into the inning-ending double plays. It's about the one thing I didn't want to do with that. I believe Teoscar Hernandez at bat, and that was the one thing that I did. We've scored 14 runs over our last 2 games, and we've only given up 1. We are feeling good. And a lot of the games for the last 5 games have been pretty lopsided affairs. 8-2, 9-2, 6-0, 8-1. What does tomorrow hold? Well, we'll get to see Shohei Ohtani on the mound today, so don't expect, or tomorrow, excuse me. So don't expect any sort of offensive explosion like this. It's going to have to be a very different approach against Ohtani. A couple of years ago, I think his primary was a curveball that I really struggled with, but I think in this game, his primary pitch is a 100-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. As you know, I have struggled with those throughout the season. We could be struggling again tomorrow, so it's going to have to be a different approach. Better at bats. We really struggled in the first 2 innings. He threw 13 pitches through the first 2 innings, and then in that third inning was when we were able to start piling up those pitches. Got to do that sooner. Got to get Ohtani tired and worn out and get into the bullpen while not giving up too much on our side as well, or defensively. So we'll see how it goes. Logan Gilbert's on the bump for the Mariners tomorrow, 3-2 with a 2.82 ERA. Ohtani, like I said, on the mound for the Angels, 6-0 with a 2.16 ERA. 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/ShottosaurusRex. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because victories are sweet. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Game 2. Good sports, and go Mariners.